What is up, guys?
What's happening, everyone? It's been a long time.
Long time.
Been away for a good 6-7 months. We actually haven't seen each other. How many times have we seen each other since we did a review last?
Like
once?
Once?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Once.
Yeah.
So definitely back. Time to record some videos.
Some epic videos.
Yep. We're gonna start with this Kentucky Owl Dry State. As you guys can see, it comes in this gorgeous box. I'm gonna try to open this guy so you guys can see.
Gorgeous box.
This is their 100th anniversary bottling, and I'm realizing that you guys can't even see my face right now or Mike's face with this thing open. So let me do this. You guys can see this right here. I'm gonna pull the bottle out and then put the rest away.
So 100th anniversary of Prohibition from 1920 to 2020.
Yeah, so they went all out. They went all
Dry
out
State.
and basically made a collector's item. This thing is 2,000 bottles. 2,000 bottles. This is bottle number 371. And they bottled it at 100 proof. The ages, do we know the ages in this guy? It's non-age stated, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the press release 12 to 17 years.
12 to 17 years. Yeah. Okay.
That's all they say.
All right. And I know the whiskey maker, what's his name again?
Dixon Dedman.
Dixon Dedman, you know, according to him, this is the best whiskey he's ever made. I listened to an interview and he said, this is as good as I could do. This is as good as casks as I have. And he goes, I understand that this is going to be a collector's item and that pretty much 99% of people that buy it are not going to open it. Of course, it's not the case with us. This got opened right away. Yeah. And here's our review for it. I'm not going to lie. We have nosed this out of and tried it out of this glass
our
as
normal
well.
favorite glass.
Yeah. But, you know, for the review's sake, and we really do enjoy drinking out of these fancy tumblers every once in a while, especially with bourbons. It really hits the spot. So have tested it out of the other glass as well. From
these beautiful Baccarat.
Yeah.
Baccarat crystal tumblers.
Without further ado,
let's do it.
Yeah, this comes off really like delicate, it kind of soft, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna use the word soft. It's still 50%. And I'm kind of used to the cask strength Kentucky Owls. But it's very buttery, it's very creamy on the nose, loads of that caramel, and I think, Mike, you used a good note. What did you said? Butter cake, right?
Yeah, have you ever been to, in California, there's a restaurant, a steakhouse called Mastro's, and they have this gooey butter cake they're known for dessert. It's literally just like, almost like lightly fried, caramelized, like vanilla sweet pound cake. Like this gooey butter, brown butter coming out of it. It's literally just butter cake. Like I wanna bite the glass.
Yeah, and it shows. You know, you said 12 to 17 years old. You get that dusty element, a little bit of that leathery element that comes through. Yeah. With that age. So there's good balance of sweetness, there's good balance of age, a tiny bit of oak. It's not too oaky at all. Just really balanced with those kind of flavors, that butter cake that Mike was mentioning, with the loads of buttery popcorn and caramel. Yeah. I wouldn't call it ultra complex, just very nice.
No.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, you talked about the proof. Yeah, I'm not getting obviously the crazy proof, but what I do get is like almost like silky, like a silky nose from the age. This aged, elegant, maybe like you could say a little soft, like, you know, lacking proof, but it's like aged, elegant, luxurious, sophisticated. I do get that age in this rich silkiness from the nose that just lasts and lasts and lasts.
Yeah. Palate.
But obviously Kentucky Owl, right? We're used to like barrel strength, 60% plus beast, so it's way different than that.
Took a big sip.
Mm-hmm.
It really lets you take a big sip. That's delicious. It's really, really, really delicious. Right off the bat, creaminess. You even get fruits like raspberries and strawberries.
Oh my God.
And then you get a little bit of like cedar wood and sandalwood. You get like sweet pipe tobacco and leathers, dusty like furniture, old like furniture kind of store kind of a feel. And then that butter cake that you mentioned so well, crepes, buttery popcorn, caramels coming through. And just that's pretty much it. It's not taking it into anywhere like crazy unique or unfamiliar. It's very friendly on the palate, and you could really take a big sip. 50% is not low, but I think 50% for Scotch is so different than 50% for bourbon. Bourbon just really screams, give me as much, not as much proof as possible, but at barrel proof, you know, it really takes the finish to a new dimension. Where this finish is still there, it's not a very long finish. It's kind of a medium finish, and this being $1,000 bottle at retail, and that's the cheapest you're going to find it. Most stores online, if you look at it, it ranges from $1,200 to $1,500. So the cheapest you're going to find this bottle is $1,000.
That's retail. Yeah.
That's retail. Yeah.
Lowest retail.
Yeah. And I know some of these went to Christie's auction too, and those ones starting at $1,900.
Charity, yeah.
Yeah, for charity. So obviously people will spend a little bit more, but it's really good. Is it $1,000 good? To me, no. This Batch 9, as we've done the review, and you guys know that we really like, is bottled at 63.8% ABV. So here are the two bottles. And this at $300 was like, we need to get 2 or 3 of them.
Absolutely.
We did.
Almost like a value.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, it's priced where it should be, right?
Yeah.
Kind of priced where it should be. And it was an explosion. This one is a lot friendlier on the palate. It's a little bit more delicate. But it doesn't have that rich finish, right? And us whiskey drinkers, we want that flavor to keep going and going and going. We take a small sip, and it just lingers and lingers and lingers with that flavor, where here you take a big sip, and it still doesn't linger and linger and linger. Now, if you are someone that's not into barrel-proof stuff, and you want something, a collector's item, that, you know, that has a little history behind it, this gorgeous box. This box has got to be worth at least $300 on its own. And the ABV being at 50%, it just gives you more of a silky, quote-unquote, smooth kind of an experience. So maybe someone who's not an everyday drinker.
This is like a cognac drinker's bourbon.
Yeah. So if someone's not an everyday drinker and you give them both, they're going to prefer this one. Yeah. But for someone who's an everyday bourbon drinker, is probably going to prefer the Batch 9. Yeah. That being said, very good whiskey. We, of course, love Batch 9 so much, and this being $1,000 bottle, with Dixon coming out and saying this is his best. I understand there's a little marketing behind that. You were mentioning something about marketing earlier when we were talking about it.
They're like right after the Stoli acquisition of Kentucky Owl, you know, where people are worried maybe the quality goes down or something. They come out with this. I almost called it like the Macallanization potentially of Kentucky Owl, with the big presentation, collector's item box, and not doing barrel strength like they usually do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different, right? It's, to me, like Narby said, it's like a perfect after dinner, silky, luxurious, like you want to, I mean, very drinkable. You want to drink, like, you want to keep drinking it. Very drinkable. Yeah. It is really good. It's way different than what we're used to, I guess you would say, from Kentucky Owl. And yeah, for like a real bourbon whiskey aficionado where you want the proof, you want the finish to remain forever, it's definitely not going to give you that.
This, at that one 63%, let's say this thing was around 60%. Yeah. You could just tell. It's just leaving you wondering, right? Leaving you wondering, yeah. And when you're spending $1,000, I think you deserve the full shebang. But I think Also, like back in the day, a lot of 100 proofs, a lot of 50% bottling. So I think it's celebrating that older style where they weren't bringing stuff out of cask strength back in the day. So there's a little history behind it.
Maybe conveniently.
Yeah.
No, but you're right, though. You're
Yeah.
right. It's supposed to be about heritage and all that stuff.
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing, but it would be epic, I think, if it was bottled at cask strength. That being said,
even what's weird, the original press release said 115 proof.
yeah,
But when it hit the market, it was only 100 proof. Even that extra 57.5%, that 7.5%, would be intriguing.
yeah,
Obviously, barrel strength, cask strength would be epic, mind-blowing.
yeah. Again,
it is
an amazing whiskey, but we're talking about $1,000 retail. We're not talking about one of those bottles that comes out at 100 and then sells for 1,000, like William Leroy Weller, right?
Colonel Taylor, or whatever.
Yeah. So this literally came out at $1,000. So we got to be critical, and you can't blame us for expecting a little more. Amazing whiskey. I don't recommend it as a buy for your everyday drinker. If you are collecting it and you're into displaying something gorgeous on your bar, something that most people don't have, only 2,000 bottles, and the whiskey's still pretty good. More than pretty good. The whiskey's very good. Yeah.
More than pretty good.
Yeah. Go for it that way. But that being said, we did prefer the $300 bottle of Batch 9 over this in terms of if just the liquid. So very good. This is just an amazing bourbon for me. Really good quality, and it sits exactly at a 90 out of 100.
I give it a 90 as well. And that's being very critical.
Yeah.
It's really good, but you got to be critical.
Yeah, it's
in this business.
Yeah, no, it's legit. It's legit stuff. All right, you guys. We have started to post a little bit on Instagram. Check us out on Instagram. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna post some bottles on there. A lot of you asked to dip into our collection. Do you guys want to see videos of our collection? It's a little tricky to do that. It's stored in such weird different places, boxes on top of each other. It's a little hard to do that, but we are going to start pulling some bottles out, showing you guys some more things on Instagram. We're actually going to do some reviews. There is one review on there already that we did of an epic springbank from 1965. We're going to start doing that a little bit more. We don't really, something, you guys let us know if you want. We don't really do a lot of reviews where hey, this is a 60 out of 100 or this is a 65 out of 100. We're always reviewing high-end bottles, but maybe just to show a different side. Might start doing that on Instagram as well to just kind of put the scores into perspective a little bit more. Do some lower-end reviews on Instagram as well. Just kind of want to brighten it up a little bit. And kind of go from there. So check us out there. Subscribe if you haven't, please. Lets us know that we should keep putting more effort into these reviews. We'll keep doing more. Thumbs up if you don't mind. If you like their reviews, and check us out on Insta. We'll be putting some more stuff out on there. Cheers, everyone.
Yes, sir. Cheers.